Alright, what is going on, you guys? Today I have an interesting story time for you about the day I got chased by a pack of dogs in a cornfield of all places. It's a true story. Before we start, a little backstory you need to know is about 2 weeks prior to this, incident happening, there's been these two stray dogs that used to just wander around the street, up and down the road, come in our yard sometimes, be in the neighbor's yard. Just two stray dogs. It was pretty weird. But fast forward 2 weeks. We haven't seen those dogs in a while, and we wasn't even thinking about them to begin with anyway. We're bored. It's the summer leading up to my ninth grade year of high school, and me and my cousin, we were just bored, and we're like, what are we gonna do? So we just decide that we're just gonna walk down to our friend's house. The ride is probably like a 10-15 minute ride in the car, but we're bored, we're just gonna walk it, so it's whatever. Alright, to get to my house down to the end of our road, it's probably about a 15-minute walk, more or less. So we're walking down, and it's the middle of the summer, so we're in the country, so it's plenty of fields. We got soybean fields, corn fields, cotton, all kind of stuff. So we're walking down to our road is like filled with fields on the side, pretty much, in people's yards. So we're just walking down, and one thing we noticed when we was walking past one house is this dog was just barking at us. But he was in the house and he was barking through the window. And as we walked past the house, he keep going from window to window, barking at us. And they got four windows in the front of their house. So he went to all four windows barking at us as we walked by the house. But he was a little dog and he was inside, so we wasn't even worried about him. So we just continued to walk down the street, just walking. We get to the end of our road, and towards the end of our road starts this cornfield. It's not too big of a cornfield, but it's a cornfield, so it's kind of big. And we're just walking down past the cornfield. We get to the end of our road, make that right, walking down a little bit more, cause we still probably got like another 20-minute walk ahead of us. So we're just cruising, not walking fast, chilling, conserving energy, I guess. It's hot. So we walking. And one thing I gotta say about this is any black person knows, when you walking or something with some black people and one black person run, you automatically know to run. But I guess I just ain't know that at the time, cause we walking down, and all I know is, cause I'm probably just in my phone, just walking, looking up stuff, listening to music. I hear him say, "Oh shoot," and he start running. So I look back, and he running. I look forward, and on the cornfield, it's a house right next to it. Two dogs hopped up off their porch and started running. They ain't start barking or nothing. So I look forward. The dog's already halfway in the yard from coming off the porch. And I turn around and start running. And I see my cousin, he's just running down the road. Like straight street, running. I'm like, I'm not that fast. I can't run down the street and outrun these dogs. So I'm running for a little bit. And I just get the idea, like, I'm just gonna cut through the cornfield and see if I can, zigzag, dip and dash or something, just do something with them. So boom, I hop in the cornfield. Not gonna lie. As soon as I get in the cornfield, probably about 5 steps, boom, a piece of corn just whacked me right in the eye. And it hurt, felt like a rock. You ever felt raw corn? I don't know how old it was. I guess it was kind of young, but it just whacked me right in the eye. It junk hurt. I'm like holding my eye because it's hurting, trying to open my eye, and it's just blurry. Like my vision blurry a little bit. I don't know how it must have scratched me. So I'm still running. And out of nowhere, like stereotypical white girl in the movies, I fall, no lie. I just fall on the ground. I turned back. It looked like the dog was right up on my heels, just about to bite. But in reality, he was probably about a foot or two away, but still close enough for me to hit that ground, look back, hop up like Spider-Man. I was out, just still running. So I'm just running. And, you know, I guess I outrun them because, you know, so I'm just so scared. And, like, I noticed, like, I'm just running to the point where I get out of breath. And I just noticed that the dog barking is getting further and further in the distance. Like, maybe the dog's done turned around or something. So, you know, I'm still just running the cornfield a little bit, jogging, trying to catch my breath. And I'm like trying to get my bearings because, you know, when I hopped up, I started running. You know, I wasn't thinking about no direction. I was just trying to put distance in between me and the dog. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm at in this cornfield. I'm looking around. I see the house. So I'm like, all right. You know, the dog's a little bit ways away. But another thing that popped in my mind was, man, I hope these people don't think I'm a bear in a cornfield and come out here and try to shoot me. You know, I was just scared just thinking of anything. I'm like, man. So I'm trying to speed walk through the cornfield, waving my arms, trying to look as human as possible, I guess, so in case they was looking, they wouldn't think I was a bear. So I get to a ditch, and, you know, I'm out of breath, so I'm like, man, I gotta hop this ditch or something. So I'm trying to catch my breath for a little bit, and I think, like, okay, I'm about to call my cousin, because, you know, he done ran down the road. I don't even know where he at. So I'm about to call, make sure he okay, let him know I'm okay. So as soon as I think about calling him, he called me. And my phone started ringing. As soon as it started ringing, all the dogs crunk up, started barking again. I got so scared, bro. I hit end so fast, like the phone call done ended. I was still tapping the screen, like end. So I get scared. I'm like, all right, man, it's time to hop this ditch. So I go back, try to get, you know, a little speed before I run, hop the ditch. Boom, I slipped like almost in the ditch because it's pretty big. It's a ditch separating the cornfields. It ain't that wide, but it's pretty deep. I slip a little bit, but, you know, I grab the ground, get up, get out of there. So now I'm like, all right, I see the house, trying to get to the road now, still in the cornfield. The dog barking done slowed down. I don't really hear him no more. Really trying to find my cousin. I don't know what happened to him. So I'm just getting in the cornfield. I get out the cornfield. I see him sitting there. He was talking to some guy. I guess some guy in a truck seen the dogs chasing him and chasing me, and me going in the cornfield. So, you know, he was trying to run him off with the car a little bit to, you know, make sure we was okay. And yeah, man, I got to him. He was like, what happened, man? I told him I went in the cornfield. I'm holding my eye. They're like, what happened to your eye? I'm like, man, the corn that hit me in my eye swollen. I can't really open it like that. It's blurry. I told my fellow the dog was on me, man. That jump was crazy. And I've only ever walked that road one time since that ever happened. Years after. But yeah, if you enjoyed the story, subscribe to the channel. There'll be more to come. Upload content semi-daily. At least 3 episodes a week. But yeah, if you like what you heard, subscribe for more. Thanks.